My, me oh my. You know, as much as people want to call my channel a hate channel for LeBron, at this point it's whatever. They can think whatever they want to think. It's just a bunch of people that don't want to hear the reality. Don't want to hear the reality of LeBron and the way he moves in the NBA and everything. But as far as Giannis is concerned, the amount of dislike he has been receiving it's amazing. They try to accuse him of doing the same tactics LeBron has done in the past. Now the 2021 finals run is a fluke. It's garbage because players were injured, not realizing his own self was injured. They forget DiVincenzo was injured early in that finals run. What else was I gonna say? It's just amazing. But I do say this. I think I said this back in the summertime. I do say if Giannis was to go to any of their teams, these fanboys, whoever it is, talking this mess, oh, they will be delighted. They'll be jumping for joy, jumping around with blood-filled boners if Giannis went to their team. But since he's on the Bucks, he gets no respect. No. But there's gonna come a time when I can't even defend Giannis no more. I think at this time, for him, this team they ain't doing anything. They ain't going anywhere. It's probably better off for him not to waste his time walking and go somewhere else. At this point, it seems like it's inevitable. That's what all these players do anyway. When the tough gets tough, they go to different teams and try to hook up with somebody else so they can win. He already won it the right way once, so why not go to somewhere else? That's what happens these days. Stay in a relationship. You don't see something you like that's minuscule, or you're not thug enough for the girl goes to someone else. But anyways, yeah. The amount of dislike Giannis gets is funny. It is. But I can't say it's warranted because they want him to be Kevin Durant. They want him to shoot from all over the court. Not realizing that people at his position, power forwards, they want shooting threes all the time. But I do say he probably needs to continue to make do on that mid range, which he has. He has put progress on that mid range, but that's all he really needs. But they act like some of these haters act like he didn't win a ring, and he didn't win a ring because I'm trying to say this, get my words mixed up, but they act like in order to win a ring, you got to have all this. And I do recall Shaq won 4 rings, right? Now, he did have some help with Kobe and having Dwayne Wade. Giannis did have some help, but you can't deny that 50 ball he put up in Game 6. Oh, but it's against DeAndre Ayton. Well, if they would have lost that game, y'all been ridiculing him. Y'all been making fun of Giannis. He would have lost to DeAndre Ayton. But anyways, that was the purpose of Dame Lillard being there. But he ain't working out either. Chris Middleton's too old. So I don't think they can pull any strings to get somebody that can have that type of caliber between those two. Just because Jrue Holiday left didn't mean these problems existed before he left. But the team is just a mess right now. That's why I would rather say, Giannis, just go somewhere else at this point. It's a small market team. They ain't gonna go broke to please him. Dame is not gonna step up at all on defense. It's just not gonna work. I can see the writing on the wall. They ain't talking about Giannis got swept before he won a ring. I do recall he went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Giannis has never been swept out of the playoffs. So I don't know what these idiots are talking about. First time in the playoffs, 14-15 season, they lost the Sixers to Bulls. The next season, they didn't get to the playoffs because injuries were unbearable. The next season after that, they played Toronto. They go 6 games over Toronto in the first round. Probably couldn't beat Toronto. And the next year after that, they went 7 games against the Boston Celtics. Next year after that, they sweep Detroit. They gentlemen sweep Boston Celtics with Kyrie, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown, even though they was young. And then they lose in 6 games to Kawhi, who had a phenomenal season, postseason. And then they lose in 5 to the Miami Heat. The bubble season, the conference semifinals. Giannis did get hurt. Seems like every time they play Miami and they're losing there for Giannis manages to get hurt somehow. And then they win the finals, and then they lose in 7 games the next season after that against probably one of the best defenses that year in the Boston Celtics. Giannis was putting up amazing numbers on it. They act like Giannis did not put amazing numbers on them. And if Chris Middleton was to play in that series, they probably would have won. And then this past season, yes, they lost in 5. Giannis did get hurt. And pretty much Jimmy Butler seemed unstoppable. They had no answer for him. Jrue Holiday was on him. They just didn't have any answers for him. So, anyways, I don't know. I say at this time, break this team up.